Hi everyone, I'm going to react to My Hero Academia Season 4, Episode 6, and Unpleasant Talk. Last episode. We saw Hado and Asui and Uraraka doing their work study with this number 9 Billboard hero Ryukyu. And we also saw Red Riot. He went past, like he broke his barrier and went to, what was his form called? Red Riot Unbreakable. And he said that for like 30 or 40 seconds he can be like broken, I guess. It was so cool just to see him, I don't know, doing his thing, have the light shine upon him. You know, and then we saw also Amachiki, his quirk, oh my gosh. Anything that he eats, he can manifest. And then he manifested some, like, chicken wing and chicken leg and octopus and clam. I don't know. And then Shigaraki went to, what's his real name? Chisaki. Yeah, Chisaki went to Chisaki and he gave his conditions for working with him. It's like it's gonna be like a partnership kind of thing, and that he wanted to know what Chisaki's plan is gonna be. And Chisaki is like, they're gonna use the needle stuff that takes away a quirk for at least I don't know how long that quirk is away for, but yeah. That's part of the plan. I just don't know what the full plan is. So yeah, that's what happened. And yeah, let's see this episode right now. And if you want to see the reaction, you can click on the link in the description box and in the comment section to watch it. And then please come back for my review of this episode. And here we go. She makes me want to cry. After, who was it? I don't know. During that talk, that said that Overhaul, his power, Chisaki's power is Overhaul, and that he can assemble and disassemble and assemble stuff. And then when they mentioned the fact that the needle had blood and cells, human blood and cells in there. In my mind, I just thought that they were, I don't know, maybe like drawing up her blood or something and put it in the thing. But then, whoever it is said that he was sort of like disassembling the girl, like tearing her apart to make those like needles and then putting her back together, I guess. To do that to a little girl, like, that's evil. That is really evil. Like, I know that ever since the beginning we've only been talking about the League of Villains and that all for one is like evil, and then we have his successor there, what was his name, Shigaraki, also like trying to destroy hero society and all that. But I feel like from all the things that they've done so far, this kind of off one, because I'm pretty sure he did some horrible things. But if I were to compare at this point, if I were to compare Shigaraki and Chisaki, like there's no comparison. I feel like Shigaraki is the lesser of two evils. I mean, to disassemble a girl, like shred her, it's like you're shredding her. Like, and then to see her reaction, the way Deku was holding on to her, like, Deku knows that she's afraid. Just to give her that kind of reassurance, that kind of kindness that she has never gotten from her father, from anybody around her. Like, to see her cry, that it made me want to tear up. Like that's just messed up on so many levels. So messed up. And then when they started this episode, and they were all going the same way, and I'm like, this like, you do your work study today? You do your work study today? We're going the same direction, like we're taking the same corners. So I'm like, they are probably, because we saw Ryukyu, right, tell the girls that they might be useful for this particular kind of thing, and then they're like, Sir Nighteye has contacted their agency to help them with this investigation that he's doing. So I'm like, okay, so this must be where they were all going. Like they were all going to meet Sir Nighteye. But I did not expect to see all those other heroes there. And Eraserhead, like, I love him so much. I did not expect to see all those people there. And even the old man. Why am I forgetting his name? He was also there. So, like, and that black hero, I'm pretty sure they mentioned his name, but I'm forgetting. Because Deku, of course, is Deku. Like, he knows all his heroes. And he went through all the heroes that were there. Rocklock. Oh my gosh. I'm seeing like a snap of the screen with Rocklock on it, and he has like a lock as an earring. I wonder what his quirk is. I don't know, but that Rocklock person, I was not liking him. I felt like he was dismissing of the first years, and even when they're presenting the informations that they have, he's like, I feel like he was the one that was saying something about, are you trying to make the Shie Hasakai like the guilty party of this thing? I don't know. I felt like he might be maybe like a plant, like he might be working for the Shie Hasakai, like he might be a traitor of some kind. I don't know. And then when they mentioned, like, Eraserhead, he talked about his quirk, and that his quirk is just to stop that quirk chain of yours for, like, you know, while he has his eye on you. This particular drug destroys that part of you. That's what happened to Amachiki, but thankfully it didn't destroy completely. After some rest, he came back to normal. So I'm like, is that drug gonna come to a point where it can destroy your quirk, like, permanently? And if it does, are any of our heroes gonna lose their quirk permanently? I can't even imagine. I don't want to see that happen. Like, that's a dangerous drug. Like, if you can destroy someone's quirk permanently, something that's been with you forever. Ever since you're born, or from a certain age that you develop your quirk? I don't know, but it has been with you for a long time, and then it gets destroyed. Like, that's like losing a part of yourself. Like, I feel like we're gonna see at least one of our heroes lose their quirk permanently, and I just don't. I can't imagine who that's gonna be. And then we're on episode 6, right? And I feel like, while they're doing all that, we haven't seen anything from Todoroki or Bakugo. Like, they haven't. And why am I forgetting people's name, man? Our class president, Ida. Like, we haven't seen anything from them. Like, a lot of them we haven't seen anything from. This has just been a focus on Deku, on Le Million, and the big three, sort of. Now you bring in Asui and Uraraka and Red Riot. You bring them in, but the others are still way, like, far from this thing for now. Oh. I'm afraid, y'all. To see Togata and Deku's reaction when they realized what the hell that little girl has been going through and that they had her with them. They could have saved her like at that moment, but they didn't. That just destroyed them, man. And I love that Eraserhead is the one. He always like has the words to give you like, courage to pick you back up, and I love that about him. And the fact that he knows how Deku is beating himself up, like how Deku's gonna do everything in his power to save her, even if he has to go against the rules or whatever. And he's like, okay, I know this boy, I know he's gonna do everything that he can, so let me just like let him do him, I guess. I don't know. I love Eraserhead, man. I love him so much. So much. And I love how he picked all of them up, and Amajiki, and how they also like got Togata to pick himself back up, and they're like, okay, next time we're gonna save her for real. This episode was just them meeting up together and talking about the issue at hand. But like there was so many information in that talk, in that unpleasant talk. I hope it doesn't take too long for them to rescue her, because just imagining what she's going through right now is just I don't like it, and I wish it stops. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and I will see you back on Tuesday for my reaction to My Hero Academia Season 4 Episode 7. And now, if you want to see the full reaction to this, full length to this reaction, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/mini, and you can also see some early stuff there, like for Haikyuu and Fire Force, because those I'm kind of behind them, so yeah, you can see some early episodes there if you want to. Alright, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.